Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play A Stantastic Time again. A new update has just been released, where it's day 3 just got released, or chapter 3. Let's begin. What's your name? You won a free tour down to the Oregon Tour Trail. Why in, of course. Have you ever felt like you were born in the wrong time? Yeah, I know. Tales all the time. All this time, right? Young person says that, but they don't really mean it. My friends remind me of my cell phone, laptop, and various video games, and of course their instant gratification of online shopping. But at the same time, the opportunity has been sucked dry of this world. It's never been harder to do what I do. And why do I do? Well, nothing. I mean, sort of nothing. I had this boring job. That was okay, you know. But I made a mistake and got fired, and it's been hard to find a job since. Plus, I feel like I'll never find a job in art due to all this AI garbage. Oh, true that. So yeah, excuse me if I long for a time where you got paid a living wage and didn't have to fight a robot for a paintbrush. And don't get me started on the dating scene or education. I would do anything to leave this time.
Anything?
Bill! Huh? Am I asleep?
Hey! Hello?
Bill! Who's there? Suddenly, the clouds of my dreamscape apart, and standing there is there is this triangle with a top hat. It's Bill Cipher, yay!
Ah, so those awful hearing blemishes of yours do work. What's wrong? Feline got your equine?
Yes, it did. What does that even mean? Who are you? I mean, cat got your tongue.
Ah, humans and their slow comprehensive functions. Ha! How fun! Name's Bill. Bill Cipher.
I do love the voice for Bill. It's almost, I will say almost spot on.
But you can call me B-Dog.
I'm not calling you B-Dog. I think I'm good. What are you?
Questions. Look, kid, you can think of me as like your fairy god triangle.
Yeah, you're not I'm definitely going to go with the same joke. You're not Cosmo and Wanda. Or Perry. I do have a new wish. A fairy? What? That's what you are? No, he's a demon. A dream demon.
Close enough. I mean, I grant wishes and love collecting teeth.
Yeah, he's a dream demon. Kinda. Okay, I would rather deal with Bill Cipher than Freddy Krueger. By any stretch of the stretch. He's the lesser of two evils, even though he's pure evil. He's slightly better. Then again, half aren't the cartoons that are say pure evil. Like Black Cat definitely would take on Black Cat, but compared to Freddy Krueger. What was that last part about teeth?
Details. Anyway, I'm here to grant your wish.
My wish? What about living in our time?
Ding ding ding, we have a winner.
You could do that?
Can I do that? Ha! I've written, choreographed, produced, and funded a whole musical number about how I can.
Okay, sing it. Wait, you can bring me back in time?
Well, you would have heard that if you just listened to my awesome musical number.
I'm sorry, I would want to listen to your musical number, Bill, next time. Sorry, I shot. You can seriously make that happen?
Well, duh. I'm amazing.
Yes, you are. And evil. Well, then, what are you waiting for? A very cute evil.
Well,
What's wrong?
I need something from you for this to work. I mean, who just gives wishes out for free?
Fairy godmother, fairy godparents, Cosmo and Wanda for Timmy, and, Hazel. That godmother and Cinderella did.
Yeah, that's just what the mouse wants you to believe.
Yeah, I don't think the mouse was the one that created, Cinderella, though.
Real fake creatures require a trade of sorts. Or a deal.
No, that sounds more like a demon. A deal?
Oh, it's nothing, really. Something small. Actually, you'd be doing something good for the world.
Yeah, I like this story, Bill. Okay, I'll bite. What is it? What is this?
You see, there's these two guys I know. Great, really, but destined for an untimely death.
Knowing knowing the actual thing of Gravity Falls, no, it's because you're gonna fail. Death?
You know that bus you're on? The one driving through that rinky-dink roadside tour in Oregon?
The one that's probably going to the, mystery shack? Yeah, the one with all those mysteries.
The kid's quick. Coincidentally, if those guys meet here in Oregon, they'll die.
What? Why? That seems oddly specific.
Space-time, blah blah. I can't tell you.
So, timey-wimey stuff?
All I need you to do is hang around one of them and keep them away from each other.
Okay. That's all you want? Keep them away from each other?
It's just to protect them. They're great guys who could do some amazing things for the world if they live. You just need to save their lives.
Okay, I'm gonna go save their lives. Even though this is gonna end up not, most likely. Saving a life? That didn't seem half bad, and didn't seem bad. I guess helping people is a good trade-off, right?
Exactly. So, do we have a deal?
I took a good long look at this guy. Everything about him seemed suspicious, but I am the one who wished for this opportunity. Deal. With that, I shook the triangle's hand. And it's like I'm signing my soul away. I showed up. I was drove awake to the bus, but where are we?
Oh, this little place? Just the space-time roadway. A lot of fun, really. As long as you don't get caught by time police. Or, that dumb baby. Trust me, you think speeding tickets or proceedings take forever in your dimension? Try getting a ticket here.
Because it's supposed to be time. They have all the time in the world. So where are we going exactly? To these guys?
Well, you only really need to deal with one of them for this to work.
So who am I meeting?
Tell you what, I'll give you a choice. One that will affect your gameplay.
My what?
Never mind. Here, tell me. Do you prefer intellectuals or bad boys?
Okay, we are going with Ford first. Intellectuals. William. Willie. Willie is the 40-foot-long gray sea monster supposedly discovered by the spore named Venerero in the 16th century. Legend has it that it's really Willie, William Stoner, who was Vermo's former assistant, who was hit with a misfired spell due to his neglect and hubris. To make matters worse, Vermo left no remorse for his neglect and continued on his voyage, leaving William shaken, scared, and thirsting for revenge on the spore kind and those who idolize Vermo. Fashion top hat, 40-foot long, weakness, molasses, gray scales. Can you read cursive? Select no. We'll give you alt text. No.
Ah, you like nerds,
I can read it
Can't say I'm surprised.
somewhat. You like nerds. I can't say I'm surprised. But it's easier to read in the alt. Before I could ask Bill to elaborate any further, he forced it on the bikes. I could feel time and space shift around me as the cars outside the bus rap at light speeds. It feels like a theme park ride I want to get off of. Whoa, hey, slow down! Suddenly the bus comes to a screeching halt. I braced myself for impact as I flung forward towards the front of the bus, but to my surprise my feet stick in place by the door as a magnetic force holds me there.
Whee! That was fun.
Oh, I think I'm gonna hurl.
Bodily fluids are hilarious.
Yeah, they are, Bill. For you. What? Where are we?
Take a look.
Where am I?
Back up Smore University, Wilmington, North Carolina, 1970 something.
Yeah, backups more. A college? Well, I did ask for the intellectual, so yes.
You said you like intellectuals, right?
Yes, we did.
Well, this place is crawling with nerds. And more specifically, the nerd I need you to distract.
It's like, yeah, it's Ford. Right. So where can I find this guy?
That six-fingered know-it-all is probably pushing pencils in the library.
I mean studying. Suddenly Bill moves away and I feel something touching my ears. A pair of triangle earrings?
Pretty cool, huh?
Bill earrings.
I'll be using these sexy little hearing lobe decorations to communicate with you, and I can't be front and center.
Me earrings.
Oh, and also, they won't come off.
Blah. What?
Calm down. They'll come off later. I need to make sure you hold up your end of the deal now, don't I?
Yeah, I probably should have made a deal with Bill Cipher. I go up nervously. Suddenly I really regret making a deal with this guy. You think? It wasn't a good idea. It's a dream demon after all.
Anyway, you ought to head to the library.
I nod and hold my breath, wondering just what other stuff this fairy was capable of.
Now take a look around. You'll know it's the right guy because he's a freak with 6 fingers.
He's not a freak. He's your ex. A freak? That's not very nice. I thought this guy was a porn.
Inside joke. You had to be there.
Yeah, I know the inside joke. He's your ex. I quirk her eyebrow, but move through the library looking for this guy. 6 fingers. It's kind of cool. It's interesting. It's weird. It's kind of cool. It sounds cool. I've heard about polydactylism before. Surprisingly rare, despite the owners carrying as a dominant gene. I wonder what it feels like to hold that sort of a hand. I guess we held a cat paw because they're very more common. I kept walking for a little while, where a book from the shelf caught my eye. Well, 1984, because what's happening in the world right now. I always thought the book was interesting, though a bit extremist. Though not right now, because I think we're living in that world. Still a romantic kind of way spoke to me despite the circumstances. I reach for the book, but hear a sigh behind me as I do. Stand forward. I'm sorry, did you need this book? I turn around and hand the stranger the book, only for it to be met with 6-fingered hand. It's Ford. Are you okay?
Exceptional.
Like, I could barely hear you, Ford. Exceptional. Oh, that's good.
Wait, I mean, you're.
You're exceptional? Yay, thank you. You're gone today. Oh,
I meant. Wait.
oh, no, I mean, wait. He's still a little low. He seems speechless as he sweats through his shirt, and darn, there's gotta be some muscle under that sweater vest. Like, I'm hot and sweaty just looking at him. I mean, he is adorable. But it is kind of bad because isn't he Bill's ex? So I was trying to get us to go with him. So that'll be okay. I was sort of thirsting for a six-fingered stranger until he nervously dropped the book he was holding onto at my foot.
Yeah,
Ouch!
I'm sorry.
Before I can respond, he sort of runs off. Wait, hold on! Shh! Oh, sorry. I run after the guy and look all over the place. But nowhere. Great, now what? I sat under the staircase and groaned until I heard two voices conversing.
How bad can it be?
Fiddleford!
I was
Like, okay.
ridiculous, Fiddleford.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you him out straight up.
I couldn't even look them in the eyes. I'm a complete troglodyte. And the worst part, I'm senior year.
It's like I feel for him. That was just go out.
I thought I would actually get through college without having one of these nasty romantic encounters.
Oh, romantic? How sweet. It is sweet.
Aw, Ford, buddy. Romance ain't so bad. It's actually a hoot once you get past all the nerve dropping.
And I would date you, Ford.
You don't get it.
If you weren't, if I didn't ship you with Bill sometimes.
I told you what happened with Kathy Crenshaw. Then there was that kissing simulator incident.
I want to know about the kissing some more, isn't it?
Nobody but my brother would call me anything but cyborg smoocher after that.
Look, it ain't so bad. Maybe we'll never see him again.
Suddenly my legs started moving on their own. Well, it's because Bill. My eyes blink and a fog of yellow tints my vision. I see my body come out from behind the stairs and chuckle with a wave at the two men. My throat is tight as I try to ask for what's going on, but my lips won't make a movement, and my vocal cords won't make a sound. It's like when you try screaming in a dream, but you just can't. Is this what Bill's capable of? I feel worried as I begin to wonder what else he might be capable of. And yeah, because it's a demon I don't want to know. Though I probably will still take Bill over dealing with Freddy Krueger. For obvious reasons. So I come to again, my vision returning to a normal spectrum of untainted color. My voice able to produce sound again.
Oh no, it's you!
Sorry, Ford, I'm scaring you. Ford blushed and looked like he wanted to run off again, but Phil Ford didn't look anywhere near ready to let him.
What my pal here means is
I'm cute.
he's sorry for running off like that. Right, Stanford?
Oh, right. My associate here is correct. I apologize.
Why in? I extend my hand to a shake. Why in? Ford seems to bite his lip in shame as he'd done something wrong as my hand remains extended. All while his blush stayed relentlessly present.
Introduce yourself, Miss Carvalho.
Ford stutters and clears his throat.
My apologies.
Yeah, completely understand. Mine will probably go fight, depending on the person.
I'm Stan. Stanford Filbert Pies.
Ford takes a big gulp before slowly and shakily extending his 6-fingered hand for a shake. It feels big and sweaty. I sort of like it. I do. I smile. A pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Stanford. Ford stares down at our shaking hands and back up to my smiling face as he's surprised I haven't pulled away.
Likewise.
Likewise, Wyan.
Oh, and this is my roommate, Fiddlebird McGuffin.
Charming, sir.
I chuckle at the juxtaposition between the two men as Fiddleford spits into his hand for a shake. No thanks, I'm good.
You darn city folk.
It's called, 2025.
So, what do you study here at BMU?
Oh, advertising, marine photography, art. I'm gonna do art.
An artist.
Yes, I am.
That's wonderful. You know, I dabble in art myself.
I know, and you're amazing at it. I will have to see your stuff sometime.
Love to show you.
I still have the book. I still have the Journal 3. I have the book of Bill. I'd love to show you.
Anyways, we really ought to get going. It's almost sunset after all, Fiddlebird.
Oh, about that, boy.
I have he has plans.
MMA and I are supposed to do something tonight.
What? But we're this close to capturing evidence of Willie.
Willie? Though Ford seems to have a light bulb go off in his head.
Maybe your new little friend can help you with Willie.
What? But that's dangerous and...
Yeah, I'll help. Guys, who's Willie?
Loch Ness, whatever, Wilmington.
Fiddlebird, don't know yet that even has an interest in the paranormal.
Paranormal? Sign me up. I love supernatural. Though Ford's face is as red as a fire engine.
Besides, need I remind you once again that Willie is a dangerous and unpredictable beast?
So you're hunting the Loch Ness monster?
Not exactly.
Oh, you're not hunting Nessie?
It's less of a dinosaur and more of a sea serpent. Willie is a 40-foot-long giant snake of the sea, first discovered by an explorer called Verrazano in the 16th century. At first, I wondered if it was just a silly tale told to tourists to sell snow globes downtown. But Fiddlebird and I saw the thing on our way to go train spotting.
And now you guys are hunting for it.
I noticed it when the smell in the air changed from a molasses factory to a fishy smell of death.
That's when the big gray serpent left her out of the water like a dump.
And now you want to get more evidence. Whoa, that sounds really cool.
It was so cool!
Ford seems to light up.
Anyway, ever since then, Fiddleford and I have been pursuing the thing with the camera, but we haven't gotten a good shot of it.
I like how he just yells that. So it's rather my own voice. Anyway, ever since Ford and I have been pursuing the thing with a camera, but we haven't gotten a good shot of it.
Just blurry tails and scratch marks in the sand.
Well, I still think your darn camera needs a computerized update.
You don't need to computerize it.
Pish posh. You and your fangled computerized this and that.
Just wait until it's 2025, then you can computerize it.
What we really need is someone with an eye for photography. I do it myself, but I have to be recording the findings in my notebook.
Well, I reckon this would be perfect for them on account of their major.
Right. You are artistic, aren't you?
Yes, totally. Not that I just draw stick figures, but yeah. Well, yes.
In that case, this may be a hefty ask, but you wouldn't happen to have any interest in joining me on my expedition, would you?
Yes, sign me up. I'd love to. Ford seems absolutely is absolutely happy.
Really? Oh my goodness, you're even more perfect than I thought. I mean, I apologize for my outburst. Follow me back to my dorms for a moment, and we'll collect the supplies we need. If we make careful haste, we may even be able to get to the dock before sunset.
You two kids have fun,
Yay.
but not too much fun.
Don't make me lock you out of the room.
He will. Ford laughs with a keen knee slap, and Ford smiles back with a eye roll as if this part of their normal normal routine thematic dynamic. It's very sweet friendship of what I can tell from what I can tell, despite the obvious difference between the two young men. We eventually found ourselves in Ford's dorm room. Okay, Journal 1, a 0. BMU. Spider-Man and Batman. Despite the room belonging to two men in their 20s, it's surprisingly clean aside from the array of sticky notes. Ask about the banjo and the Rubik's Cube. Ask about the sticky notes.
Oh, the research notes. Yes, Fiddleford and I use these to keep track of things. Or to remind each other to pick up laundry. Sometimes when we need to cool down, we play advanced tic-tac-toe.
Advanced tic-tac-toe? Advanced?
Yes, there's more rules involved, more spaces, and more symbols.
Like, what kind of symbols?
There are also elements of checkers and chess involved, as certain symbols can be traded or surrendered.
Okay, I want to play it.
It's really quite engaging.
A chuckle. What a dork. Ask about the photo.
The photo of me and Stanley.
Ford seems a bit downcast.
It's a really long story. That's a photo of my brother Stanley and I from when we were children.
Are you close? We were before.
Maybe another time.
I nod, not wanting to probe any further. I understand. Ford seems to give a relieved smile. How about the banjo and Rubik's Cube?
Oh, those.
Okay,
Some pastime.
I'm just gonna take the music out real quick and see.
Oh, those.
Sounds a little harder. Better.
Some pastimes Fiddleford enjoys. I don't mind the banjo so much as long as he doesn't play past 8. Otherwise, I quite enjoy it. As for the Cubik's Cube,
Ford snickers a bit, mischievously.
he solves that thing without thinking. I love jumbling it up to mess with it. I'm even working on one that's unsolvable just to see what he does.
He'll solve it. He'll take the stickers out and then solve it. For someone so straight-laced, it appears that Ford does in fact have a playful side. How cute. Continue. Anyways, what are we going to need for this monster hunt?
Well, let's see. I'll need my notebook, of course. A couple flashlights. Some jelly beans.
Oh yeah, for snacks. You're going to lure the monster with jelly beans?
What? No. Those are for me. Worry not. I'll certainly share. Just let me know if you come across any that look strange or unusual. I have a collection.
I won't put it past you. Thanks, I love jelly beans.
Of course. They're the optimal snack for an adventure. Easily portable, generally quiet to munch on, and of course, the scent isn't strong. Unless you chew with your mouth open like my brother.
He's like, yeah. Does anyone? Don't worry, I won't subject you to that.
Then we're perfect together.
Ford's eyes widened as he blushed,
I mean, you know, as a team.
Yeah, totally as a team.
Anyways, the final thing we need is my camera.
Ford rummages around a bit and pulls out old standalone branded camera. If I didn't know any better, I'll call it a silly pun. It is a silly pun. His hands on the old piece of junk. He hands the old piece of junk to me.
Top of the line, isn't it? The film on these always develops so fast in the dark room. I can't understand why Fiddleford wants to upgrade it. I think he's just afraid of the dark.
Quite literally. I snicker a bit, thinking about all of this information. I suppose it was time. It was still a common place to develop your photos in a dark room. There's no Insta upload in the 70s. Then there's this part of my mind that likes the idea of being in a dark, little, cramped room with such a cute, nerdy guy.
Will you go ahead and test the camera to make sure it's working properly for tonight, just in case? The less variables, the better.
Oh, right! Take a picture of Ford. All right, Ford, say cheese.
You want to use me as your test?
Yes. Sure, plus we'll have a good picture of you for the paper. Ford can't help but grin.
All right. As Ambassador Joseph E. Davies once said, cheese!
I hold the camera up and snap the photo.
Hopefully I didn't blink.
No, you didn't. Well, you definitely look more like your 2012 counterpart. After we both have a good chuckle, I tuck the camera in my knapsack for later.
Okay, I think we're just about ready. Unless you need anything from your dorm before we go.
My dorm?
Yes, it is rather chilly tonight after all. You may want to grab a jacket.
I was about to speak when I feel a breeze in the air.
So where do you stay?
Behind Ford, there's a glowing symbols on the wall. What could that mean? What could they mean? I am gonna take a picture real quick of the of their part. Decode the message. So C A. I know it's like cape, so I'm gonna F E A R. I can't fear. E A S T. Cape Fear East. I live in Cape Fear East I live in the Cape Fear East part of campus.
Oh, that's on the other side of campus. I tell you what, I'll loan you one of my sweaters.
Yay.
That way we could get to the docks before sunset.
You sure?
Certainly.
Ford tosses me a light gray sweater with a collar and gray dark gray elbow patches. It's a crumbly 70s. But it's warm and soft. It smells like a dentist office. I don't think I want to smell like a dentist office. It's perfect.
I'll get it back later tonight, once we become accomplished scientists and I smoothly walk you to your door.
I didn't manage to make the audio louder so I could hear him. Ford seems to misspeak around me a lot because he has a crush. Maybe he likes me. Another thing I think about is what Bill has been doing. Controlling my body, making the walls glow, and give me a permanent piercing job. Just what is this guy? What does he want with Ford Willie? Well, we could tell ya, but we would have regret making a deal with him and going back in time. I kinda like time travel. Maybe I should tell Ford. I mean, he's into the paranormal stuff, so he'd probably believe me. Yeah, but he hasn't met Bill yet.
Don't you dare!
Bill? Right, you can hear my thoughts.
You can't blow your cover!
I know. But what if? Just why not?
Because, kid, it's Ford. You can't know I'm here. You can't meet me yet.
I know. So you don't go out now. I'm not reassured by this.
Well, it's not your job to be reassured.
Yeah, it kinda is.
It's your job to hold up your end of our deal. Unless you want me to yank you away from Sixer and your perfect little 70s life.
Okay, I'll go back to 2025 and be miserable, but I won't be dealing with a demon.
Not to mention the free dorm and education I got you. You're welcome.
But I already have education. Then again, my degree would be useless here in the 70s. Be myself. That guy would probably be able to be a librarian. Crap. He's right. One day here, and I already have free education. And then there's Ford. Maybe this could be lead somewhere.
So?
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Perfect. You're gonna love your dorm room, by the way. Decorated it myself.
Okay, I'm gonna be very, very scared of your decorative skills, Bill, because I know you. I know you well enough.
Now off on your lizard chase, human.
Right. I followed Ford as we walked down the sunset sidewalk of the university till we reached the downtown dock area. The autumn weather has really started to show as the cold seems to wash over there. Luckily Ford's dorky sweater kept me warm. He talks excitedly about paranormal things he's seen in his life, his childhood adventures on grass shards, New Jersey Beach. His glasses keep falling down his nose from the excitement.
So, long story short, I was grounded all summer, but it was all okay, really.
Because he had Stan.
My brother and I kept each other company, and I always had my books. My father didn't even think about taking those away.
Yeah, I think you just take away the TV. I chuckle along. Sounds like you had fun despite everything. You always had each other. Ford looks persuasive again as he stares at the dog which is now cast in a starry light.
Yeah. Sorry, am I talking too much?
No, not at all. No, I like hearing you talk. You're very interesting. Ford blushes and adjusts his glasses.
Really?
Yes. You sound surprised.
I am. I mean, I'm not really the most charismatic guy.
No, but I like you. I like Gravity Falls in general.
Actually, fiddle
Yes, me.
Just appeared today out of nowhere.
Yeah, time travel on a bus in a triangle.
I've never even seen you around BMU before.
Yeah, hide.
Yet, you seem to know just what to say to make me feel comfortable.
That's because I know I get to choose everything.
Even though I'm
Mwah.
a lot.
You don't need to be nervous, Ford. I think you're really cool, and I don't want to judge it or belittle you. Ford smiles down at the water.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful.
Before we can converse any further, we feel the ground shake beneath us. What was that?
Get the camera! I have a feeling that we're about to get a visit.
From Willie. I nod and obey Ford's request, searching in my back and digging around for the knapsack before we could reach it. A giant gray beast leaps over our heads on the dock. Is that?
Wilmington Willie.
End of journal 1. I like little Willie. It's like top hat, revenge, plot twist is it's his black hat from Villainous playing tricks on people. The 40-foot long serpent leaps right over us. Are you able to get the picture? I shake my head out of my state of shock and slowly nod. Take a shot of the head. I stay my hands and I'm able to get a perfect shot. Perfect, now we can go home. Before I could even finish, the beast lets out a blood-curdling scream and snaps up Ford. Ford! Ford hangs on for dear life as the thing whips around the water. Wyan, help! What do I do? Every monster has a weakness. In my notebook, there's a list of weaknesses I ran in code. Why would you write it in code? So, Grizda can't get her grubby hands on it. Who the heck is Grizilda? Our roommate. Never mind. Just use the decoder and quick. Okay, I have the decoder right here. Okay, let me check this. Molasses. Which one was that one? Yes. Okay, so I'll probably edit part of it because it took me a while. I had to reset. So if that happens to you where it goes and gives you incorrect, make sure you save before. Maybe just go backtrack and save. And then exit. Molasses, that is its weakness. That's right, I nearly forgot. But where are we gonna get... My attention is directed towards Phil Ford, who showed up with a can of molasses in hand. Here, Wyan, catch! I nod and hold my hands out, perfectly catching the can of molasses and cracking open against the ground. Come here, fishy. Nice gummy molasses, nice yummy molasses. The beast sniffs the air and drops Ford into the water with a splash. Ford! I'm okay, but you better step out of the way of that knucklehead. Get behind Phil Ford. Move left. Wait. Better get away. Move behind Phil Ford. Move behind. I move behind Phil Ford, looking for some sort of protection. It picks me up bridal style and saves me. Yeah, right? I look back into the monster who's now going away at the molasses can as Ford sneaks past past it to meet us. Once Beast finishes the snack, it slitters back into the watery prison, satisfied for now. What was that about? What? Scooping Wyan up like that? Like you're some sort of superhero? Was Ford jealous? Oh, yes, he is. Well, I wasn't gonna let Wyan get swallowed up by Willie. Ford opens his mouth to speak, but ends up seeming to back off. Seems he wanted to be the one to save me. Looks like Mr. Scientist has a bit of an ego. Oh, yeah. What are hubris? What are you doing here anyway? I thought you had a date with Emma May. Phil Ford looks towards the ground with an almost guilty look on his face. We got into a bit of a tiff. I'm sure we could patch you up like usual. But lucky my date ended early, or you both would have been Willie food. The three of us chuckle. Anyhow, we better get back to back to campus. We could develop the photo he took in the morning, Wyan. I reckon I should chaperone you two unruly kids. It's pronounced chaperone. Hot to go. Whatever. Anyway, we're roughly the same age, give or take a few months. You know what I mean. Ford chuckles uncarelessly, shows Fiddle in the arm. The two men chuckle like unruly brothers. It's sweet, but makes me wonder about Ford's unfortunate brother. You mean Stan. It's not like he has an evil twin or something. Well, to him, he might be a little bit evil. At least right now. Right? But no. Eventually made it back to where Ford assures me is my dormer area. Bill has reminded me that I'm looking for room 2319. Fitz decided to give us some space to say goodnight, so Ford graciously walked me to my door. You know, despite the craziness, I had a lot of fun tonight. Me too. And you got a photo. I can't wait to develop it. I know, right? With any luck, we'll be able to be in the paper soon. Oh, not just that. See, there's this grant I'm trying to get, and if I get it, I could continue my research in. I sort of wanted to keep listening, but at this point, I noticed Ford's lips. They're so close. They're practically beckoning me to get with their passionate ramblings. Despite it being really fast, I can't deny my attention to this attraction to this nerd. I want to kiss him. Shut him up with your mouth. Oh, we're definitely gonna do it. I take a breath and lean in a bit closer. Ford seems to stop mid-sentence and starts sweating like a madman. Wyan? Yes? I think I want to stop talking now. Ford nervously leans in. Before I can do or say anything else, the door to my dorm room bursts open, and standing in the doorway is a girl with a bad 60s hairdo. Okay, it's not that bad. Stanford, what are you doing here, Ergonerus? Gazilda? Gazilda? Is that the name he was talking about earlier? Well, duh. This is my dorm, which I need to remind you to stay away from. I could say the same thing to you, you louse. Ford, who is this? This is Gazilda, northeast. She's the other person trying to go for my grant money. You mean my grant money? You probably just use it to hire a person to pretend to date you. Okay, Gazilda, better insults. Go training on that. Oh wait, it looks like you are already getting a head start. I don't think I'm asking for money. Nice try with your insults. Gazilda lets out one of the most annoying laughs I've ever heard as Ford blushes. Guaranteed she's not gonna get anyone. Now what are you really doing here? Trying to steal my big project idea? Oh, sweet molasses. I don't need your foolish trifle. My project will blow yours out of the water. Quite readily. I'm here to drop off YN here. This is their dorm. Gazilda's eyes widen as she looks at me with nervousness. You're my new roommate. Gazilda looks at Ford, annoyed. Seems like an evil plan, if you ask me. Evil plan? Don't worry about Gazilda. She reads too many fantasy books. Definitely not any kind that I would read. It's called Delulu fiction. Look, all I'm saying is it's pretty suspicious that the person you are going steady with happens to be my new roommate on the exact semester we need to submit our projects on. Seems like a spy situation to me. Okay, so, Gazilda, one problem with that is, it would be the school that did it, and it'll probably mean the school doesn't like you. Going steady. Ford goes red. I can't help but giggle. He seems to calm down at the sound of my laughter and smile. Well, fine. It doesn't matter anyway. You know her, text right here reminds me of pineapple. I'm writing my notes in code. I think he's writing his in code too, and cursive. Not to mention my project isn't even here right now. Sounds like you don't even have a project. Oh, you love that, wouldn't you? For your information, my project is incubating elsewhere. Yeah, in a dark room. Well, anyway, Juan, meet me, you know where, at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. I smile, assuming he means the dark room to develop our foes before heading inside the dorm room for some kind of needed sleep. And then, YN? Huh? YN, are you? YN? I blink and see this guy in my dream. He's dressed in all silver like a baked potato. Blyndon! Yeah, I'm YN. Who are you? I'm Blyndon. I work for the triples. The time, please. The what? The Time Paradox Avoidance Enforcement Squadron. So you're a time traveler like me? Oh no, I'm not like you. I'm work to assure that nobody is violating any time laws, and you have a huge violation. Well, the time laws didn't exist when I went time travel, so that is invalid. Violation? What did I do that's a violation exactly? You're not from 1970 something, nor do you have a permit to be here. I totally do. Writes one out to real fast. Gets psychic paper from Doctor Who. Just shows it to him. I need a permit? Yes, you do. God, you old people and your lack of time law knowledge. Well, time law denies this during my time. Therefore, I not break any laws. Because we're in the past. And I'm from the past. Before the laws happened. So how do I know about it? Look, Ryan, I need to know exactly how you got here. And then we need to take you home. Just then Bill's laughter fills the air. What the? A giant version of Bill grows up from my dreamscape and laughs metallically down at Brendan's form. Nice try, flesh puppet. Ryan made a deal with me. Shook my hand and everything. And you know how I get with my friends. Yeah, I know. Brendan turns back to me with a look of horror on his face. You shook hands with him? I didn't know who he was. Do you know what you done, you? Before Brendan can finish, Bill snaps his fingers and Brendan seems to disintegrate. That's more like it. Bill shrinks back down to his normal form and hovers over to me. Bill, did you just kill that guy? I wish. No, I didn't kill him. Then what was that? Oh, I was just playing. Look, kid, that guy was a Vang. Was a Veer come to take your mind for himself. Like a computer virus. And when you let me into your mind, I'm like a sweet antivirus. Yeah, I think you're Dash of the virus. But he said we had a violation. Oh, look, don't worry about all that. He's just a guy who can't bear to see other people succeed. He's from the distant future, you know. Where buying a house and finding love is even harder than in your time. He's jealous. Bill, I don't know. This seems kind of like a lot. Maybe I should just go home. Go home? Why, and don't be ridiculous. You never been happier. I could take care of everything you need. Even things you don't know about. What? It's a computer? Never mind that. Look, I'll be out of your hair soon enough. I have other people to help. Like a certain portal building nerd. Ford in the past, a future. Past for us, future for him. But before that, I have to make sure it's not ruined. You have to keep him happy. Like you've been doing. Encourage his academia. You're finally happy, right? Well, yes. Good. Now go and wake up. I have to do some cleaning up. But I shoot up from the bed with a deep gasp. I like the Bill. Oh, Bill fan fiction. Book of Steve. I check my watch, 9:40 a.m. I better get ready, I guess. Something comfy. Ford's nerdy sweater that I completely forgot to return. With my outfit picked for the day, I head out of the dorm room. No sign of Griselda. Good. I walk through the hallway where I see Ford standing outside the room. He waves to me silently with the camera in his hands. Exceptional. I mean, that sweater of mine looks better on you than it does on me. Really? Yes, I think it's best you hang on to it. Are you sure, Ford? Why, yes. It only makes sense. Are you ready to get these developed? I nod with a smile as Ford leads us to the dark room. Now, let's see here. We entered the room, which seems to not only be void of light, but also void of outside noise. All I could hear are our footsteps and breath. It's honestly sort of intimate. Now, I've already taken the liberty of sizing things correctly and saying up. All we need to do is begin to develop our process. Relax for a bit and try to be careful here. It's quite dark. Yeah, it's a dark room. I take a seat in an oddly placed nearby rocking chair and watch Ford begin the process developing the photos. It's cool to watch, but it smells a bit like vinegar. It's probably this time that I noticed that there's a few pans of varying liquids being used to develop the photo. They all look relatively clear, aside from the last pan. Ford, what was the last pan? What was that last pan? Ford focused his attention on the strange yellow liquid. Hopefully not a prank. Out of curiosity, I grab a coffee stir from my pocket and decide to poke the liquid. Nothing seems to happen other than the usual ripple. Hey, it doesn't smell like urine, so it's a good sign. Ew. Ford laughs. That smell does appear stronger, though. Yeah, it's like chalky. I have to agree. What? Oh, it's just I find your curiosity to be extremely attractive. I blink in shock and surprise at what Ford said. What? You're really attractive, actually. I haven't felt like this since grade school. Sweet molasses. Shut up, Ford. I can't. Are you okay? Why, and turn the lights on. But the photo. I can make another copy. Just turn the lights on. I nod and run the light switch. We both immediately look at the fourth pan and notice its label. Project 2940. Truth Serum. Gazilda Northeast. Well, Gazilda, one thing, like I said last time I played it, not a good idea to put it in a dark room where people in art classes will use it. You could have, I don't know, kept it in your room. Or in a locked room with a teacher that you trust. Warning, do not touch. Why would that woman put a label in the dark? She's not very bright. Maybe this was that incubation thing she was talking about. Sweet molasses, I'm screwed. If this invention works, I'll have to say whatever is on my mind. As well as will you. Whatever. Okay, so let's see what happens if we ask about your interrupted goodbye last night. In that case, mind telling me what you were gonna do last night before you got interrupted? By the door? Yeah, we got a little close, and I guess I wondered if I wanted to kiss you. I got bright red. Yeah. Well, yes. Oh, goodness. I really can't stop myself. Look, I've never been around with good with people. Never mind dating. Unless it's for Bill in a future tense. I never even kissed anyone before. Of course, I get turned out on every time I see you and have fantasies, but Ford goes bright red. Crap. Think of other things, Stanford. Always thinking about pie. Ford! Yes? What, sort of fantasies? Ford's red cheeks don't relent as he slowly is almost speechless, maybe lost for thought completely. You really don't want to know. I kinda do. Are you, Cern? I think I am. Ford gulps. Well, first you'll tell me I was brilliant. I smirk. You are. So brilliant. I step over to the lights, turning them off, and turning back to Ford in a dim red glow of the dark room. His sharp facial features and sweat dripping down his forehead are just bathed in a gallant glow. Then I'll grab you by the small of your back. You gonna show me, for science? Ford slowly inches forward, trembling like he's afraid to mess this up. He slowly and gently guides me to the small of my back of a six-fingered hand is strong despite his nerves. I'm gonna mess this up. No, you're not. I love the artwork. No, you're not. You're doing fine. But you're the most incredible, evil being. You're too much perfect for me. Ford, I'm not perfect. Now tell me, what's next? Well, then why don't you show me? Ford takes it in a sharp, nervous breath. But what if you hate it? I'm supposed to be good at everything. You're doing just fine. Now go ahead. Okay. Ford exhales his breath he was holding and pulls me slowly against him and looks down at me, wrings his six-fingered hand for my hair. Sweet molasses, how are you so real? How are you real? I chuckle. Next thing he does is slowly inches towards my lips until they're touching mine. Hot Belgian waffles. I absolutely melt. We sort of linger there for a bit before we get moving. With each kiss, he picks up more and more. I savor the flavor of each kiss from his buttery lips. Einstein's ghost, you're beautiful. He says things like this in between kisses. I feel like a crazed animal. I can't stop. It must be what they say about the part of your brain going foggy during. I cut Ford off with another kiss, shutting him off, this time just like I planned. When I kiss Ford, I swear I could hear a little whimper. I kinda wanna go further. Me too, but we should wait. I only just met you, and I never want to take advantage of your body. I mean, I can't imagine someone wanting to take advantage of my body, but I sure won't fancy it. Well, I could ask. Nobody. Let's just get out of here, yeah? After exiting the dark room and getting away from Griselda's invention, we run into the woman herself outside. Ah, I knew it. Oh, joy, you. I knew it. Yeah, Zelda, I'm gonna pull you back and lecture you on using a dark room. I knew it. You didn't know nothing. You were stealing my project. Yeah, it says darkroom for photography. No, I wasn't. Juan and I were simply trying to develop our photos. A likely story. I certain that Ryan broke into my notes, decoded them, and led you here so you could sabotage me.
Yeah, I'm not the Riddler. Actually, I would probably do it just because just to troll you. And then, in the middle of the night, dump into a tree.
You're being ridiculous. As usual. Well, joke's on you. I have a new invention of keeping right up your pines. Gazilda's tapped her head, as if to gesture to her brain.
Well, I'm gonna luck with that. Because I don't think there's anything there.
I have to give her a hard time. Because dark room. I put my project in there. Defend yourself. Gazilda, we honestly didn't mean to mess with your project. But putting it in dark room was not a very good idea. In fact, I wonder how you got into college type thing. Oh, honesty. A likely story.
Yeah, I want to know how you got. I want to look at your papers. How it got here.
Well, you did leave it in a dark room.
Touche. When I was saying that the entire time.
Yeah.
No retort.
Whatever.
Just whatever. They called out, and she's like,
well, Bose won't get you that grant money, you know.
Well, putting your project in the dark room where anyone can find it won't give you the grant money either.
No, but the project I'm actually cooking up will. Yeah, sure. I still think this is suspicious. And I'm planning on getting to the bottom of this. That grant money is mine. Before we can say anything else, Gazilda stomps off in an angry huff. Who put a bee in her bra? My mother used to say that. What did you say you were from again? Do you get homesick from your parents often? How do you know Gazilda? Oh, goodness. Believe it or not, we were lab partners during a class in freshman year. She's actually very brilliant, but we could never agree on anything.
I don't think she's very brilliant. Darker looks at the dark room.
She's just so stubborn and self-centered sometimes. Not like you, right? Ford blushes. I totally called him out. Fair point. Do you get homesick from your parents often? Ford looks as if he's trying to decide the answer to the question, quietly weighing the pros and cons. No, not really. I mean, certainly miss my mother, but some days, but my father made me feel a bit suffocated. With love? Love? I'm not sure. It's like, nope. I mean, suppose praising for me and my accomplishments, encouraging me to keep striving for perfection could be lovesome, right? But it usually just felt like we were ulterior motives involved for my father. It was less of a feeling that I myself was uplifted, and more a feeling of needing to be the best at everything, or treat me like Stanley. Your brother? Yeah, my dad always called him a stupid twin. Whenever he screwed up, my father reminded me how grateful he was that I wasn't like him. I suppose I feared that I never failed or messed up or defended Stanley. That I'll lose his approval too. Okay, his dad was seriously a butthole. Where did you say you're from again? Glass Shards, New Jersey, if you could believe it. I actually grew up in the pawn shop in the lead paint district with my family of egocentrics. I hope Sherman is faring well with that. Sherman is faring well with that. Sherman? My other brother. The youngest. Anyway, I'm going to walk to the darkroom downtown. Can I meet you in the library when I'm finished? Yeah, that would be great. Excellent. I'll see you then. With that, Ford waved me off. I'm left alone with my thoughts. Darn, his dad was a butthole. But knowing that he was afraid of losing his love definitely made me realize why he was so determined and headstrong. Before I can continue thinking, I yanked back into the darkroom by hand. Hey, what was the big idea? Fine, gotcha. Time-traveling potato suit guy.
I told you, my name is Blendon.
Wait, everyone else was, Ford wasn't speaking, but Blendon does. Yay. But wait, Blendon didn't speak in the first part. I suppose you're going to try to shove me back into my time, right?
Well, I would. But now that you made a deal with...
him?
Hurry. Before we go any further, I need you to put these on.
But on what? I looked down, only to see that the strange guy is handing me a pair of
3D glasses? You can't be serious. Okay, put them on. I'm gonna pretend I'm the 10th Doctor.
I'm serious, alright? Now put them on.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. I like this voice for Blendon far better than the canon one. For obvious reasons, about his voice actor. I should put in a skeptical look before placing the glasses on my face.
Good. That should hold him off in his weakened state.
And it does sound like it would be Blendon's voice. A lot better.
You mean Bill?
Yes. Now, as I was saying, I would have taken you back to your time since it's my job, but now that you've made a deal with Bill, it's extremely difficult.
So, I take it that it was a huge mistake?
Oh, yeah, huge is a big understatement.
Yeah? What in the glor possessed you to make a deal with him? Do you have any idea what he's trying to do?
Where to begin, and from my perspective, but our YN might not know.
Well, he told me he could help me make the world a better place.
By doing what exactly?
I don't know, going on dates.
He told me that there was 2 guys who can't meet an organ, or they're doomed themselves to ultimately untimely death. He said that if they live, they have the potential to do a lot of good things. So when he asked me to do who to distract, I said I prefer intellectual. And now?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I started noticing things were off when he took control of my body.
This is very bad.
Sorry, I know, I'm sorry. I just thought I'll try to escape my problems.
Not that my brightest moment.
I was having fun, so I got sidetracked. Yeah, not my brightest moment.
You don't say.
Okay, stop being condescending, Blendon.
So what happens now?
Well, now that you've made a deal with Bill, you're going to be bound with him until you can either go through with his deal or figure out his weakness.
Can you go back to time? Can you also dimensional travel with your time travel? Cause let's get the cult. There, we're done. We're good.
So what's his weakness?
I don't know. And these can only hold him off for so long.
I say Colt.
There's only a few people in all of history who've ever defeated Bill.
And conveniently, one part of the team that defeated Bill is Ford, Stan, Dipper, Maple. Wait, is Ford one of them?
Well, not for another 40 some odd years.
Well, this is perfect. All I have to do is tell Ford and he can help me.
It's not that simple. Telling Ford directly what's going on will mess up his place in the timeline, where he defeats Bill.
So, I'm screwed? I made a deal with a demon, and the only one that could stop it can't know he's the one who can stop it.
Look, you may have one option.
Run away.
And that is?
There's a woman on this campus who's a Bill worshipper. Very rare in this time.
Is it Gozilda?
She'll know the weakness.
A Bill worshipper?
Yes. Actually, between you and I, she ends up making a church of Bill in the future.
Okay, I want to see this person.
Doesn't end well.
Yeah, I could probably understand. It's gonna be a cult, so I don't want to know what happens.
Okay, so what's this woman's name?
Griselda Northeast.
It's Gozilda. Okay, no, it's the room might be actually hers then. He didn't even decorate it, and it would explain all the yellow on her too.
Oh, what? My weirdo roommate? That... Well, actually, I guess that checks out.
Also might check out why she's not a she. They say she's brilliant and she's not, very bright.
Anyway, I highly doubt she's gonna help me. She's suspicious of me, as is.
Look! All you have to do is find Bill's weakness and use it to defeat Bill. It's not like you have to be glorb mates or anything.
Wait, gormates? What is a gorb?
You old people not understanding slang from the Zepton age.
Yeah, Blendon. What to say? Slang from a different time from the past, the future? It's gonna go over ahead of anyone from the past. Language changes.
So, out of curiosity, what would happen if I don't get away from Bill? Suddenly, I hear the ringing in my ears as a vision from the glasses glitch from red to blue to yellow. I hear metallic laughter and drop to my knees. Well, I'm gonna take a guess and say that. Darn it! I gasp for air as the glitching stops and Blendon helps me up with a narrow look of sympathy.
If you don't stop Bill, it'll be Weird again 2.0.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we made a huge mistake.
Or, I guess the prequel?
I'm gonna say probably the prequel. I want that little face.
Weirdmageddon 0?
No, Weird begin in the beginning. The origin.
Either way, it's very bad. You need to stop him. Keep the glasses. As you can probably tell, they don't do much for long, but they'll help in a pinch.
And what will you do?
I'm gonna call the Theraprism and ask how the hell Bill managed to escape. Maybe there's something they can do.
Wait, hold on.
It's like he escaped.
What's a... Before I can ask anything else, Blendon uses some weird measuring tape to fade away. The therapism? Great, just great. The one time I get a relationship started, and of course the guy has to be some kind of savior of Armageddon. I remove my 3D glasses. It will surprise Bill as it popped up to ask what's going on after that glitching spout. I guess the coming in and out when it's convenient has its perks. Well, in any case, I'm supposed to meet Ford in the library. I better pop in to at least say I have something coming up. I had something come up. Especially since there's no texting in the 70s. I couldn't bear to see the poor nerdy heart broken and thinking I stood him up. I caught myself and stepped towards the library. This is going to be for the best. I probably should go back to my own time. Stressful. I have to fight a spiritual identity. Experience. I wish for adventure, so maybe saving the world would be sort of cool. I stepped into the library and immediately spot Ford. He waved to me in a dorky, inside way and moused my name in a whisper. He's only getting cuter. Man, I don't want to leave.
Just in time.
Oh, he's speaking now. Oh, so chapter 2 doesn't speak. Hey, Ford. Look, I didn't mean to ditch, but it's about time I noticed the small bouquet of wildflowers being shoved in my face. Okay, that might need to be fixed. What's all this?
Oh, just a few wildflowers I picked for you on the way back from developing the photos. Just some Asclepias tuberosa, Magnolia grandiflora, Rudbeckia triloba, and Solidago.
Aw, at least you know the names. Ford laughed nervously.
Did you know that Solidago can be made into a sweet tea with amazing benefits?
It's like it makes tea. Nice. That's the best gift. Ford. Romantic and scientific. Ford breaks out in a huge smile.
Really, it was the least I could do. Typically, I write a thank you essay when I have a nice encounter with someone. But this would be my first romantic encounter, so I wanted to make it special.
An essay?
Yes, I wrote Fiddleford one when he agreed to be my official bosom friend.
Bosom friend. I can't help but chuckle bitterly. Well, I had something come up.
Is everything okay?
Well, it's a long story, but do you know where I could find Griselda?
That hornswoggler?
Yeah, that one. What?
That's right. I've been spending too much time with Fiddleford. In any case, why did you want to find her? She's terrible.
It's woman stuff. Well, look, it's just a long story, and I really can't tell you all the details.
Is something wrong, darling?
You call me darling. Report mission. Okay, hold on a sec. Darling?
Oh, too early for that. I'm sorry.
I've only been called darling by some yanderes. No, it's okay. I don't mind if you call me darling. Though it just kind of reminded me of, someone else.
Oh, good. In that case, I did compile a list of pet names that perhaps you wouldn't mind looking over for approval.
Look, that sounds really sweet and all, but I do really need to find Griselda. Time is of essence.
Alright, but you didn't answer my question. I'm concerned about you.
It's just that before I can answer, a massive magnetic wave comes over me, and I drop to the floor like I did earlier. The ring returns along with a very familiar yellow tint over my vision. I quickly wipe out my 3D glasses, and pain subsides slowly. Why in? Crap.
What is going on?
I can't tell you.
What do you mean you can't tell me?
It's woman stuff.
I swore your eyes changed color when we first met. I didn't say anything because I thought it may be the result of some faulty fluorescence. But now, after seeing it again, combined with your odd behavior, I'm beginning to wonder if it's something paranormal.
Yeah, you don't want to know about it. Bye.
Stanford, I'm not sure you'll believe me, even if I tell you.
Won't you give me a chance?
This is bad. Ford was very close to discovering everything. I know Blendon said I'm not allowed to tell him about Bill, but maybe I could tell him just enough. Well, it's worth a shot. Look, I messed up. I'm really not from here.
Willington?
No, from this time. No, I mean the 1970s.
What do you mean?
I'm from 40-something years in the future.
Are you trying to tell me that you're
A time traveler?
a time traveler?
I nod. Someone brought me here, and I didn't realize it until till a little while ago. I messed up the timeline big way.
Who brought you here?
Not born. The next crazy part is I can't tell you because it's messed up the timeline even more.
I see.
Gazilda, she has some info on the entity that brought me here. She may be able to help me fix the timeline before it's too late.
Griselda? Her of all people?
Yeah. Shocker. I know it's only.
I see. Well, we better make haste then.
Wait! You mean you're gonna help me? You're going to help me?
Of course. You're my friend after all. I don't get many of those. Especially ones I feel this sort of connection with.
Aw. Well, in that case, where can we find Gazilda?
Knowing that, Hermit, she's probably in your dorm room.
Well, then let's head over to the Cape Fear East. We made our way out the hallway and head to the bus stop. It was a little quicker than taking a long walk. Now that I have a second. So you and Gazilda don't get along? You said you don't make friends easily. How did the photos turn out?
Oh, here, take a look.
Ford digs around his book bag and pulls out a photo. Perfect. The head looks credible and terrifying. You said you don't make friends easily?
Not typically, no. Even as a child, I had problems. Nobody wants to hang out with a kid with 6 fingers.
I want to give him a hug. Except Stanley, huh? Ford seems a little surprised I bring up his brother and remember his name.
Sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if I was too harsh on him.
Aw. He still loves you. Do you miss him?
More than I'd like to admit out loud. Seems like life just dealt him a bad hand. But I certainly didn't help.
So you and Gazilda don't get along? Ford seems to grumble a little and think over those words before finally answering.
She's quite stubborn, not to mention religious.
Yeah, about that. She's religious on your boyfriend here in the future, not my future, but your future.
Which I typically don't have much issue with. I myself was raised in Judaism. But Griselda was strange and obsessive.
How so?
I never really listened that much, but Griselda had some sort of interest in summoning her god. She believes she's destined to unify with this god and start a new strain of its children.
You should get jealous because she's trying to do it for your future boyfriend.
It's weird, and not in a good way.
Why were you at hers in the first place then?
She's quite brilliant and was a good lab partner, but the religion soon became all she would talk about.
A surprise. So I'm gonna say the true serum is actually a Bill serum.
I always tended to tune her out.
I see. That's really weird. How would someone want to be with Bill?
Well, there's Bill Dane's so, and he's a Tumblr sexy man, so a lot of us.
Continue. We eventually arrive at the east side of the campus and approach my door. I'm about to open the door when Ford grabs my arm. What's wrong?
What's that noise?
I look to the door, which is, sure enough, emanating some kind of muffled speaking from behind its frame. My heart drops and Ford seems to notice my distress.
What is it? Do you know what's going on?
I slowly begin to crack the door open.
Darling, be careful.
It's just Bill stuff. I go weak in the knees when I see what looks like Bill conversing with Gazilda.
Oh, it's just Steve. Okay, I love the fact that it's a Steve.
One chance. I'm sure I could be even better than William.
I already told you no. How could I have messed this up?
It's well, you have the book of Steve. He brought Steve.
All my research. All my hours of prep for this damn Zodiac.
What in the name of Curie is that?
It's Steve. I'm not sure.
What was that?
Oh, perfect. It must be the clotted cream I ordered. Have I told you how much I love clotted cream?
Oh my god, you're a menace. Why won't you leave me alone?
I like Steve.
Gazilda wipes the door open to see Ford and I.
Oh, here we go.
I knew you were spying on me.
Gazilda, I can explain.
Oh, you better get talking quick.
We need your help.
Gazilda pauses and looks at Ford, who really hated saying that.
My help? You? Look, if this is a trick to get my project notes...
It's about your god. I flashed my earrings at Gazilda, assuming she knew what they were. She pauses in her tracks, mouth agape, before speaking again.
You? Instead of me?
Yeah, you could have him. And if you want him,
Then you have to help me get him off.
I in the Vertex. Do you know him?
well, because it's Bill.
I know I'm not supposed to ask, but
Shut up! This is ridiculous. I was supposed to be the chosen one.
Actually, if we're gonna pull chosen ones, the chosen one's right here.
Ah, love, it's okay.
Would some clotted cream help?
I'm going to strangle this triangle.
Don't hurt my friend, Steve. Gazilda, I'll fight for him.
Oh, sorry, my sweet Petunia Blossom gets a little grumpy when it comes to her hobbies.
I'm not your sweet Petunia whatever.
what is that thing?
My sweet summer child. Oh, me?
Allow me to introduce myself through song. No offense, but we don't have time. Oh, pity. Alrighty-o. Name's Pyramid Steve. I'm Angel.
Aw, Steve. Steve's gonna help us out.
Sent to torment me for getting the Zodiac wrong.
Oh no, I think he might be able to help us.
I was so blind to think that stupid book was right.
Oh yeah, you got Book of Steve instead of Book of Bill. That's your problem.
Look, I'm sure whatever your subplot is, it's super interesting, but I need your help with you-know-who. Gazilda sighs. us up and pouts, glancing at my earrings. She seems to be in an impasse.
Fine. It'll be killing two birds with one stone. I can't get rid of my zodiac nightmare unless I perform a good deed so he can get his wings or whatever.
Okay, I'll take him off your hands. Steve, you want to be best friends?
So I'll help you. But not because I want to, and certainly not because I care about either of you.
Okay, so can we stop this thing? How can we stop this thing?
Well, have you tried 3D glasses?
I'm wearing them right now.
Yes, but they only work momentary.
If I may,
Yes, Ford?
I'm not entirely sure what this entity is, of course, since I don't want to ruin the timeline. But if 3D glasses can weaken it, maybe we could create a bigger and more concentrated version of it.
Like some sort of 3D ray gun?
Precisely.
Then perhaps you can blast the earrings right off.
You think that would work?
It's worth a shot.
I can drop some blueprints. However, I'll need some help when it comes to building, since I'm not the most machine savvy.
You think Fitz could help?
Teaming up with Fiddleford? What a wonderful idea! Well then, we have no time to waste. Let's get a move on.
Thanks, Gazilda.
Yeah, just get it moving so this nuisance leaves me alone.
Da da da.
It's like, I'm taking Steve with us.
Time travel, demons, and ray guns. Oh my! I look over at Ford, who sits next to me, suddenly writing something in his notebook. Maybe blueprints. Wing on his shoulder and watch. Ask if he thinks Phil Ford can actually build this thing. Ask him what he's doing.
I'm getting a head start on these blueprints. I need to ensure that there's enough time to properly build them. Especially since I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
I suddenly watch Ford sketch up for a bit until he sighs. You stuck?
No, I'm just thinking about how you'll have to leave. Go back to your own time if you do this.
I'll find you. Even if you're older.
Right. The subject I was hoping to avoid. I see.
Would I even still be alive in your time?
Yeah. I mean, yes, as long as you're healthy. You're just be an old man. Ford sighs and looks down.
Would you like to hear something ridiculous?
Yes. Sure.
Well, I've never been the type to get excited over romance. My father gave me this suit and told me to wear it at my wedding one day. But I assumed I'd be wearing it to an acceptance of some prestigious award. I've had a few crushes, of course, but nobody has ever made me feel cared for or important. Not just in a way to boost my ego, which I'll admit I do crave on occasion, but someone who likes me for me, not just what I can give them. And since meeting you, I've felt that way. I was thinking it might be nice to grow older next to someone.
Even if you're older and I'm younger, I'll still marry you. Ford, okay?
But now, you have to go.
A frown across Ford's face. Maybe we can't grow old together. But maybe I can come find you anyway.
You continue to court me as an old geriatric?
Yeah, totally. I laugh a bit. Yeah, as long as you're still Ford Pines. Besides, I always kind of liked older guys anyway. Okay, depends.
Ford turns the more shade of pink that I've grown accustomed to.
You're one of a kind, darling.
And Ford's assumption. And Stan, you're one of the kind, darling.
Once we arrive back on campus, we set off to Ford's dorm room. He scribbles all the way there. The room is filled with the sound of solo and banjo as Ford plucks away sadly.
Howdy, y'all. Where's the fire? Y'all look like a couple hogs running from the butcher.
Something the matter?
Just another fight with Emma. What's eating y'all?
That was a lost plane. I tried to leave out the bits about Ford being the savior of Armageddon.
Well, Phil Ford's there too.
And all that, but nevertheless, it took fiddles. Some convincing that we weren't pulling a senior prank. Once he finally accepted the reality of the situation, he seems almost pleased to be distracted from his own issue.
Well, something this complex would take me at least a week for me to create the base for.
A week? Fitz, I'm not sure we have a week. Ford frowns.
Well, looking at these sketches, I may be able to rework something I have lying around. Of course, my little sister Chevy will be awful sore at me for messing up the raid we've been working on.
Saving our friend is much more important.
Ford, please. It's a porn.
Fine. But if my baby sister gets mad, then I'm sicking her on you.
Okay, sicker of me.
By the time I go back, I could take her on.
Thanks, Fitz, with a kiss on the cheek. Shoot back a joke to lighten the mood. Tell Ford you owe him one. Shoot back a joke to lighten the mood. How scary could she be?
Oh, you do not want to mess with the farm gal.
Believe me, Chevrolet can be quite nasty to deal with.
Well, she's named after a car brand, so
The three of us chuckle, happy to blow off a little steam. The three of us start tinkering away with this H gun. I was pretty surprised to see how Ford and Fitz knew just what to do to give the whole this thing a whole new and different setting. I help along as best as I can while trying to keep my mind clear. It's somewhat suspicious to me that Bill has been so quiet. Did he know what we were about to do? My thoughts were broken by Ford tapping my shoulder. God!
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I was just hoping you'd do me a favor and check my notes about the type of crystal we need for this.
Okay.
I believe page 6 will be useful since I did a project on polarization last semester.
Ford?
Yes?
Is it one of those things in code?
Maybe.
okay, good, because I still have my cheat sheet.
I chuckle and recoilingly turn to page 6 in Ford's little notebook. I'm happy that we do have a cheat sheet now. Let's see. Hourglass B. I. Okay. R. E. F. R. I. N. G. E. N. T. It's a brief remit.
Ah, of course. Philibert, do you still have that calcite?
I reckon so.
So if you have problems with the decoding, make sure you save during that, just in case, because sometimes it won't work. Then, if it doesn't, literally turn the game off real quick. Then go back on, put in your save, and then you're good to go. I reckon so.
Perfect.
The two men work fast attaching the small crystal and tilting a small panel at a 40-degree angle with careful measuring. This thing isn't dangerous, right?
No, dear, it shouldn't be.
It's basically a bunch of light bending and twisting.
Ford looks at the complete device in his hands and looks absolutely heartbroken. Are you ready to go back? No, I'm not. I have to. I hold my breath. I want to say no. I want to believe I really had a little wish on a star fairy in the corner who made all my dreams come true here. But I don't want to. But it needs to be done.
I understand, but I'm certainly not pleased.
I know. I want to give you a hug. Ford sighs and aims the ray at an earring. He points a finger on the trigger. I close my eyes and brace for impact when suddenly I hear cracking.
Well, well, well. Well, 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 well.
Bill, there you go. The light flickers and the papers twirl around the room in a chaotic display as my earrings gain glowing blue cracks.
You really thought I would notice you and your little plan?
What in tarnation?
Ford, give me the ray. Ford hesitantly shoves the ray in my arms. I grip it tightly. Ray to aim.
What's going?
To aim.
What's going?
Uh-oh. I'm trembling with a sharp inhale as I take in my surroundings. In some sort of cosmic area, and Bill is huge, like my dreamscape. However, this time Bill sprouts a blue crack on his body. What did you do with Ford, you creep?
Creep? Ha! You'd better watch what you say, kid. I know I seem like a real nice guy.
Yeah.
But don't you think you've made me mad enough?
No, I haven't made you mad. I didn't make you mad enough yet.
Darling, what's going on?
Wait, you seen a princess? Is Bill trying to say he wants to marry you? I look up to see Ford in a floating cage. His hands are restrained and he's wearing a blindfold. And a princess chest?
I can't feel my pants.
What the?
I like it, okay?
Yeah, Bill. You still have you still have some feelings for Ford.
I don't want to know.
Hey, you!
I look up to see Blunden, who likely did not receive the princess treatment, despite being caged as well. Blunden? But I thought you were going to contact...
Funny what reading minds can tell you, kid. I captured the beanbag boy here as soon as I saw those stupid 3D glasses.
You still have the ray.
Yeah.
Hurry now! He's weakened for theraprism!
Can it?
Bill snaps his fingers and Blunden turns into a little potato.
Ah!
Well, actual potato. Glasses.
I saw something like that happen to a pickle once.
Was it Pickle Rick?
Hilarious. Now, sweetie, hand me the ray, and I promise I'll let the little princess live.
Yeah, I think you let him live anyway because you still have feelings for him.
Defeat Bill by decoding the directions to shoot the ray. Okay, decode the first... enter the first code. So it is... U... P... Up...
Ah, you little...
Up... Up...
Could say that's probably down. 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 We don't have to be careful of this because I'm like, okay. There's outer triangle. My brain's like, okay, I cannot find it. Or in this one. That's the second anyway. Like, where is it? L. We have to go L. A. Left. So that was that one didn't have the line. R. I. G. So it's right. But I just want to make sure. I mean, right. Left. Right. A. B. He's just gonna suffer. S. Gonna probably say south. Start. I did it.
You think this is the last time you'll see me? How cute!
It's not. I can see you so many times. I have the book and feel after all.
Just wait. Or even dare cheat. Some sunny day. Also, you should really invest in NFTs. Bye!
With that, Bill lets out a scream of pain and phases out. The area flickers back to my dreamscape. Blendon changes back to normal. Where did Bill go? Look up to see Ford, pummeling down in his princess dress. Catch him. And run to catch Ford, only for him to land on me. Luckily, it doesn't hurt due to the dreamscape being rather fluffy. I help Ford up and remove his blindfold. Ford, are you okay?
I think so. Sweet Moses, what am I wearing?
I giggle at Ford's princess dress.
My bride!
Well, at least the dress is close to the one princess unchangeable wears in dungeons and more dungeons. Where did he go?
I'm not sure, but he's still out there. It was most likely weakened due to, a hit he took before coming to you. But don't worry. With this ray, I'll be able to take him on with ease and corral him back to Theraprism when I do find him. Which I'll do right after I take you home.
Home. Back to my time. Beginning to remember all that happened the last few days. The places I've been, the conversations I've had, the people I've met. It's been such a whirlwind living in a 1970 something.
Are you sure you have to go, darling?
Yes.
Unfortunately, they have to. We can't mess up the timeline any further. I'm sorry, Stanford.
Ford looks absolutely desperate and caresses my face.
I always knew I attracted weird things, but I never thought a time traveler would be part of that.
Oh, Ford. Encourage him. I take Ford's 6-fingered hand for maybe the last time, and I squeeze it. You're going to be such amazing, cool, and weird things, Ford. You're going to change history.
I'm just glad. Glad you were part of my history. Even if only for a moment.
Kiss Ford. I instantly knew I wanted to give Ford a goodbye kiss, but before I could, he lifts me up and spins me around, holding me tightly in his muscular embrace. The feeling of his sweater against my skin, the familiar sterile smell so close to me. Ford! I squeal with bittersweet delight. That's about time he kisses me. His meaty hands run through my hair as I wrap my legs around his waist to stay held up. The tears run down my face as I savor this flavor for maybe the last time in my life. I savor all of it, really. I savor the feeling of his big nose in my face. The cold frames his glasses bumping into me every so often. The essence of Stanford Pines. My Stanford Pines. We eventually part and gasp for air. How was that for a goodbye?
Absolutely exceptional.
After my final move, I come to blend inside and sigh.
Sorry, but it is time to go.
I nod solemnly before waving to Ford as Brendan pulls out his measuring tape thing. And with that, I wake up in the bus with a normal driver. I feel around my ears. Why was I sad to feel no earrings? I hope Ford is doing well now. I hope my pictures helped him get his grant. I hope. I picked up my small bag as I take on this tour. I look around for my train ticket. They'll need to transfer when I finish browsing this. Tourist trap? The mystery shack. All the fake anomalies from within would probably make Ford start lecturing. Well, you're in luck. He's gonna be here. I giggle and sigh at the thought as I fall behind the other tourists and stare at the ground. Ford would say that this pseudoscience is they're pseudoscience at best. You remind me of all the very real anomalies he recorded. How he fought the Jersey Devil and won. How crap. My feelings are hitting me like a brick wall. Did I? No way. I fell in love that. No way. I fell in love that quickly, right? Then, why do I feel so numb? Like a part of me is just gone. Like I've devastated. I may never look into his eyes again, or hear his dorky little lectures, or talk about his nerdy jelly bean collection. My Stanford. He was my Stanford, wasn't he? I continue to walk in a slump as my heart sinks. My stomach, meanwhile, feels like it's been stabbing and twisting with a dagger. A +5 enchanted dagger from a dumb dice game he loves. I can feel the tears rolling up in my eyes as I try to choke back sobs. This time nobody was around to cover me. My eyes well up, tears burling in my vision as I approached the shack's entrance. That's about when I trip. Darn it, I've been clumsy these past few days. Oh,
Are you alright?
I'm fine, I just...
It's like, dot, dot, dot. You.
No way!
Sweet, ever-loving Moses.
It's Ford. He's so handsome. So, just as I was looking over him, he embraced me. Whoa! You got pulled.
No, I just got old.
He's just being humorous right now.
You look the same. As expected, I suppose.
How do I look?
Exceptional. Would you please marry me?
What? Ford, it's way too early. We spent all of 3 days together. We're already moving insanely fast as it is. Ford lets out a hearty laugh.
I'm sorry. I've been waiting for years. And I'm not exactly getting any younger.
It's like, okay, we're married.
Ford and I chuckle, and I embrace him with a kiss. I did exactly. Actually agreed to let him become my boyfriend. And a few years later, I even became a Pines. The end?
Are we sure? And that was A Stantastic Time. Fords are out. If you like my content, please subscribe. If you haven't already, comment down below and like the video. It'll help a lot, and I'll see you guys next time.